Hey guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. This is Dina from Pursuing Peace, and today's video is going to be about how you can make your own homeschool planner. Stay tuned. I'm going to show you how I made my own homeschool planner from a Happy Planner notebook. Not a Happy Planner planner, a Happy Planner notebook. Did I say that right? Yeah. Notebook. I didn't even know they sold these, but anyway, so why I made my own. This is our second year officially homeschooling, and for those of you who don't know, we use the Good and the Beautiful curriculum, which is very, very open and go, which is one of the reasons why I chose to use the Good and the Beautiful. And since it's very open and go, we don't do one lesson a day, which you can, but my kids are still pretty little. My oldest is 5, so we are still in the very, very little stages of homeschool. And so I don't make her sit there for an entire lesson if she can't. What I do is I time her. So she gets, half an hour for math, half an hour for language arts. So however much we get done in that half an hour is what we get done, whether it's one lesson, 2 lessons, half a lesson, whatever happens that day. So I didn't need a normal kind of conventional planner, that has the different days for you every month. It has all the calendars and everything like that. Last year, I did purchase one. I splurged and I purchased a plum paper planner. Yeah, try saying that. Plum paper planner. And it's super good. I mean, I loved it. It was a little bit on the pricier side. I don't think they're quite as expensive as Erin Condren. But I was wanting to check it out, and I didn't really know how we were going to plan our homeschool or what was going to happen. It was our first year of CC also, which is classical conversation. So I kind of needed something a little bit more planning. And I don't know if that's a word. Anyway, I realized though pretty quickly into the year that I didn't need to plan an everyday thing. What I really needed was more of like a routine that I would do with my kids, every day. And even with CC, I didn't need to plan. I mean, we go to community day once a week, so it's pretty easy. So when it came to trying to find a planner for this year, my oldest is going into 1st grade. So I did want to start planning it out a little bit. The state that we live in now doesn't require a whole lot of records, but the state that we move to next might. So I just kind of wanted to get used to the idea of taking attendance and, just different records and stuff like that. But something that wasn't so bulky, because I didn't need all of those pages. I didn't need an entire month's worth or entire year's worth of calendar days. I didn't need any of that. And I found that with my old calendar, it was just so bulky and I never wanted to carry it around, and it was so big. But I did love elements of the planner, and I'll show you how I actually used those and I put them in my new planner this year. So what I'm going to do, blah blah blah, enough talking, I'm going to go ahead and turn it around and show you exactly what I did. I'm going to tell you right now, this might not work for you, but if you are using the Good and the Beautiful curriculum, I have noticed this on the Facebook page that a lot of people ask, what planner do you use? How are you planning? Because it's so easy to plan that we feel like we need to be doing more, if that makes sense. It's so easy to plan, you guys. Oh, I love the Good and the Beautiful. I'm not going to say any more about that. I love it. All right, here we go. Okay, you guys, so here it is. This is the notebook that I got. Again, this is a classic size Happy Planner notebook. It is not a planner, so it doesn't actually have the calendar days, but I did get a pack of extra calendar days, and you'll see those in there. And I'll tell you why when we get to them. So I got mine at Michael's because Michael's was having like a 40% off all their Happy Planner stuff. I had been eyeing a Happy Planner for a while because I like the fact that you could take the pages out of them. I don't think you can. Oh, you can do the cover too. I like that you could take it out and you can pop it back in, because then I don't have to worry about how I organize it, because I can always reorganize it. And I love that. It's not set in stone. If I don't like where a page is, I can just move it to the other side or move it wherever I want to. So what you get when you get a notebook as opposed to a planner is it comes with 3 dividers And it comes with, not that paper, it comes with either dotted paper or lined paper, depending on which one you get. There are options. So let's go ahead and open her up. So this first page here, see, I can just move pages around. I love it. So this first page here is one of the dotted papers that it came with. I don't know if you'll be able to see those dots, but you know, whatever. So I just drew on there. So this is, can't see it very good, curriculum choices. So these are our curriculum choices for this year. And I am going to do a separate video on that. So this is just a piece of paper. I wanted it up front. Maybe later on in the year, once I purchase everything, then I will go ahead and move this over to the back, which, see, again, I love being able to just reorganize it. So yeah, so I just, you know, with my ruler, just made these lines and stuff, colored this in, and yeah, so just made that. This is washi tape up here. This is one of the dividers that it comes with. And then these stickers here, I actually had from last year, so I didn't buy any new additional stickers. I stopped myself. It's so easy to buy so many pretty stickers out there. But I stopped myself because I have a whole bunch from last year that I haven't used, so I decided to do that. So I used this tab. This first tab is a year at a glance, and I opened it up. This is, again, one of just a piece of paper, and I printed out, you can see, I printed out a year at a glance kind of calendar off of the internet. Let's see, I think it's got where it's from here. Smart something. Come on. Okay, that's not gonna focus, but it's from smartandsavvymom.com. And it's just really pretty. I like these little watercolor type things. But I wanted a year at a glance because we do homeschool year round. And so I wanted to make sure that I knew when we were going to take breaks. And so then I also highlighted it, you know, certain colors, birthdays, CC community days. They're not in there yet because we haven't officially registered because we don't know where we're going next. So we're waiting on that. See where God tells the army to send us next. And when we find out, then I will write that in there. I will highlight those days. And I only did up into December because so much is up in the air right now. We're going to have a baby. We're going to move before December comes. And then, you know, we have Thanksgiving and Christmas. So that always kind of, you know, is right in the middle of the homeschool year. So I just did it until December, when once we get closer to knowing, you know, where we're going and everything, then I will go ahead and stick the other side of the calendar over here. So yeah, that's just my year at a glance. I just have these 2 pages in there. This is another divider that it comes with. Let me see, have courage and be kind. This is checklist. This is how I keep track of where we're at in our curriculum. I got this idea from Tanya over at Project Happy Home. She is brilliant. If you have not checked out her channel, then please do. And I don't know where she got the idea from, or if this is just her own brainchild, but it worked for us last year and it is working for us this year. So this is mainly what I wanted. But these are checklists, and these are actually checklists from my plum paper planner. Oh, it's just so hard to say that. I haven't had so much difficulty before. So from my other planner from last year, so these are the checklists from there, and I just cut them out to size because my other planner was an 8.5 by 11. So I cut them to size, so that's why they kind of fall off the page there. And then I got a hole punch, a Happy Planner hole punch, and I just put them there. So then, and then I had to put 2 pages together. They are front and back, which I'm kind of, if you can see, they're front and back, which I'm kind of bummed that I'm not able to use those. But because of the way that this kind of cut out, it's all right, because we really only need like 2 of these for the entire year. So then I put them together with washi tape. Now let me show you how this is laid out. So this is my first grader's, Abigail's. So all of her math lessons, she's still in Math K because we just haven't finished it yet. And so whenever she finishes a lesson, I mark it off. And this is how I keep track of where she's at in the year. And I thought this was so brilliant because if I'm accidentally, focusing too much on language arts and we haven't really gotten around to math, then I can see that just at a glance. I can see, okay, we're halfway through language arts, but gosh, we have hardly even done math. So I need to focus a little bit more on math. Or I could just see, if we're almost done with a certain curriculum and I need to go ahead and figure out what we're going to do next, So this is so great. So this is Abigail's. This is Solomon's, my kindergartner. And then I haven't finished kind of writing his out, and I haven't done, this is Aubrey's, my preschooler. We're doing the letter of the week with her. And so each letter represents 1 week. So that's what we've done here. So that's all she needs. She's doing so well with that. So yeah, you guys, if you don't make your own planner and your planner has this, or even if you just get checklist pages from they might even have them at the Dollar Tree. I don't know. Or you can just make your own. You could probably print them offline. These are amazing. And the way and tracking the good and the beautiful like this has been such a blessing. Okay, sorry, the lighting's kind of getting crazy. This is another divider that the planner came with. Nope, the notebook came with. And this is attendance. Again, like I said, we don't have to take attendance, but I like to get into the habit of doing so. So these attendance records, again, came from my other planner. We just never used it last year. And so I just cut them up, hole punched them, and stuck them in here. It's kind of, I don't know. I don't know if I like it or not. It's a little bit kind of wonky and confusing because you have to turn it sideways. And since we're year-round school, we started in July, or actually we started in June. Where are we at? Down here. We started at the end of June. So it's kind of a weird thing, but it works for me this year because I already had this. So I wanted to figure out a way to incorporate it. So it's working. It's not as hard as I thought it would be. So, we're at the beginning of July, so I just haven't gotten to crossing them out. I usually go through my planner only on Fridays. So this is not something that I have out every day, unless it's my routine that I'm looking at and trying to still figure that out. But this is something that I just look at on Fridays. And as we're going through our routine and going through the books, then I go into my checklist and I check off where we're at for that. Specific subject. And that's it. It takes me, I don't know, maybe 4 minutes or something like that, because I'm just doing it as we're going along. So it's really great. Let's see, attendance. We were at attendance. So next, I think this is one of the extra ones that I purchased. I purchased a pack of dividers. I knew I was going to need more dividers than it came with. This is our monthly events. I haven't really kind of gone through it yet, but I write down what I want to do for that month, what unit studies I want to go through. So for instance, 4th of July, I wanted to do kind of a little, my kids are young still, so we're not going to go into it too much, but, just explaining the flag and that it's America's birthday, the United States birthday, and, just explaining different things, teaching them the Star-Spangled Banner and just different, the Pledge of Allegiance, obviously, and just stuff like that. My daughter loves dinosaurs, and so we're going to go through a dinosaur unit, and we're also going to do the safety unit from the good and the beautiful. And again, as we figure out where we will be in the coming months, then I will continue to add more onto this. So these are just the dotted pages that came with the notebook. These are stickers that I had already, and then I just mapped out these little lines. Yeah, isn't that cute? I think this is my favorite, and it's probably it's going to be the least used. Anyway, so this is our routine. So I purchased an extension pack that had, a month where you can write it in, and then it had weeks, and then it had weeks, and I think I have a whole month's worth of weeks in here. Months worth of days in here. Yeah. And I wanted at least some of these because, as you will see, this is what I use to kind of write out our routine, because at the beginning of every year, and you homeschool moms know this, your routine changes, and even halfway through the year, it changes. And so you're constantly kind of updating your routine. So I have times on here, but I don't really go by the times. I just wanted to say, okay, I'm going to do Aubrey for, I'm going to have school with Aubrey for half an hour, so I wanted to make sure that we could fit homeschool into the day. So I don't always start at 9 a.m. Sometimes we start later, just depending on the day, because it's very important to me to get my Bible study done at the beginning before this. And so it just depends whenever I'm done with my Bible study, then we start our day. So yeah, Wednesdays are a little different because we go to the library. Once we start classical conversations, then this will change for another day. So that's why I wanted to have a few different ones. And the pack came with an additional 6 months worth of pages. So I can have this, if this works for me, which I'm hoping it does, and it has been so far, then I can, keep that pack for a few years. So cool. All right, so the next thing we have here is reading log. I have a reading log in here. This is another additional pack that I got. Was graph paper and then lined paper, because I knew I was going to need lined paper. So I got that, but I also wanted the dotted paper. So if you know you're not going to need dotted paper, then just get the lined paper, and then you don't have to buy the additional pack. But the additional pack came with this graphing paper. And so here I just put the date, put the title. I put the kid because I want to keep track of how much I'm reading, especially to my little one. She tends to kind of fall away when we're reading, so I want to make sure that I read enough to her. My oldest one always loves to read, so we always read to her. And then the author, so I know, if I want to read these books again. And then the time, and I have more back here. I can probably do it back here too, so just waiting. This is another tab. Oh, and this is my sticker. It says, "Be still and know that I am God." It's not the best place for it, but I wanted this somewhere. I thought it would be good, but the black on black is not very good, but all right. And of course, one of my little ones got a hold of this page. So this is notes. So the rest of it is the dotted paper, and then lined paper, the green lined paper, and then this type of paper. And they all came in the pack. All the lined paper and the graph paper came in one pack. And this is kind of like check off, like to-do lists, where you can go and check them off, which I really like. I haven't used it for that, but I'm pretty sure I will at some point. So yeah, they do sell a pack that has an insert for a pocket, and I would like to do that. I would like to get that at some point, but I haven't found that I needed it yet. So when I went to practicum, I just got this, or I just had this big paper clip, and so I just paper clipped all my papers to it. So, and that worked pretty well. I did additionally get this also. It's a little sticker pen holder thing, and I needed it because I like to have my pen with me. That came in a 2-pack. So all in all, let's see. So I bought the notebook. I bought the additional dividers. I bought the additional pack of lined paper, the pen holder that comes in a 2-pack. So I actually have another one. All in all, it was less than $30. It was, gosh, $23 or something like that, because they do give teacher discounts at Michael's, and they also give military discounts, and I believe it's 15%, which is pretty good. But yeah, they were having an awesome sale. So, and they're probably going to have a sale again. Michael's is always having sales, and they're always having coupons. You can also get these. I've seen some of them at Walmart. They don't have a wide selection, but I've seen some of them at Walmart. I've seen them at Hobby Lobby. I've seen them at Joann's. So you can get them at a lot of different places, which I really love, because then you have options. I think you can even get them on Amazon. I'm not sure. If you use the Good and the Beautiful, what kind of planner are you using? Do you plan every day? Do you do it like we do and just use a timer? What do you do? And if this was helpful and useful to you guys, please let me know also. I always just want to be an encouragement, and I don't pretend to know everything. I really, really don't. I figure out what works for me, and as you can see, it's not fancy. It's not complicated. I'd like to have simple, practical, easy ways to organize because I am not a fancy or complicated person, and so I just like to have that. So please let me know in the comments if you enjoyed it. Give me a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel, and let me know what kind of videos you'd like to see specifically with homeschool, but also, you know, just any other kind of videos. So yeah, have a good day, you guys. Bye. I do, I want, it's,